Yeah, we're doing it, guys. I want you guys to get lively. I know we're half dead in here. It's amazing. You're going to have two New Yorkers back to back. They're going to want to kill us after. I mean, one of us is already a minority, and then I'm just the guy who kills him. I'm the fat Italian guy, right? My dad owns a pizzeria. He's been there. How are you guys? You guys good? I'm going to be honest. This is my first time ever in Providence. This is the fucking most beautiful, sexy city I've ever been in my life. I think there's an argument that it's sexier than Miami. Based off beauty, just beauty. Like, there's some bridge down there I walked over. I'm like, I almost came. I'm like, this is gorgeous. I was like, why is this not in New York fucking City, the biggest city in the country? Like, right? It's stunning. Like, I go over a bridge, no rats, no trash. I walk by like maybe 6 people. There's a bar on every corner. I'm like, what is this? This city has everything. You guys just need maybe one sports team, and I would literally move here tomorrow. Like, holy shit, it's incredible. You guys are all wealthy. I just know it. It's a wealthy town. It's a wealthy area. I went to Newport once because my girlfriend wanted to, and I was like, this is insane. Like, Rhode Island, it's the smallest state, but it's by far the richest, from what you ask me. Are you guys all doing well financially? Come on, be honest with me. You killing it? You smirked a little bit. Come on, you got 2 houses? How many houses you guys got? Be honest with me. Anybody here got more than one property? Just be honest. Thank you. You guys are fucking, thank you. You guys got incredible fucking dinner in front of them. They're dressed nice. They're front row at a comedy show. In a place that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not used to doing comedy shows in. This is a really nice establishment, right? Thank you for being honest. That's incredible. I don't own property, if you hadn't guessed. For the people who don't own property, you guys ever just look up house prices on Zillow just for fun?
Yes.
Like, just for fun. And then compare them to like 20 years ago, and then just get a gun out and think about voting it, or just anybody else? Right? Like, I was raised in New Jersey, so I was at my grandma's house, and she lives in like a very small, modest house, like far from the city. There's like a food town nearby. I was like, this house can't be worth that much, right? I throw her address into Zillow. This house is worth $540,000. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to afford a fucking house. That's insane. She goes, is it really worth that much? I'm like, yeah. She goes, when I bought it in 1968, it was $24,000. What's crazy is I couldn't afford that right now either. I'm fucked. I'm royally fucked. I have a 30-year-old man that can't put down a 24K house. These girls are all like, holy fucking shit. It's embarrassing, I'll be honest. This is disturbing. I agree with you fully. It's not going well. Holy shit. I'll live in New York. If you live in New York, you're going to have 8 roommates or be making at least $2 million per year. And I just got out of my roommates. And I had a roommate, dude. I had a roommate who was an incredible guy, one of my best friends, right? And when you get a good roommate as a comedian, you struck gold. You really struck gold. You got to hang on to it as long as you can, right? Especially as a comedian. Like, we had terrible lifestyles, right? Like, we're coming home late at night, right? We're drunk most of the time. We're jerking off with the door open, right? We don't care about anybody but ourselves. So when you hit a fucking jackpot of a comedian, you gotta let it ride, right? And I had a great, roommate. He would do the dishes. He'd do all this stuff. He was supportive. He'd come out to shows, right? For example, one day I'm in my room. I'm writing a suicide note, right? He walks into my room. He's like, oh, what's up, Tom? What are you doing, bro? I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? I'm just writing a suicide note. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I'll proofread that if you need me to. Let's kick my ass out if you guys want the truth, you know? It's great, though. It's great. Okay, you guys are there. It's great. I grew up in New Jersey. I was a really, 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 really dumb kid. I had a mother. She like wishes she went to college in this town. Like, you guys like have like 78 colleges and they're all good. Like, that doesn't exist, like, right? Like, she wishes she had any chance of getting into Brown. She's the kind of person who'll get like 2 questions right on Jeopardy, and then she's talking all this shit for like a month. And it's like, you dropped out of Rutgers. What are we doing here, right? So she told me this story recently about my childhood, and it really made me realize how much of a moron I was. I mean, 20 years later, I'm not that much smarter, but this really put it into perspective. So I grew up out in the burbs. You guys have suburbs out here in Long Island somewhere? Probably nice, right? And my elementary school was in my neighborhood, so I had to walk back and forth to school every day, too close to get bus, right? So I'm walking home from school one day, I'm like 7 years old, I'm a little kid, right? And this older gentleman, he pulls up on me in a van, right? And he rolls his window down. And he goes, hey buddy, have you seen my dog in this neighborhood? I lost my dog. And I'm like 7, but I'm a dumb 7-year-old, and I was like, you're in a car. Like, where do you have a leash? How did you lose this dog? Right? But I'm in my neighborhood, so I can literally see my house in the distance, right? So what I did was I just turned the other way and ran all the way home. I think it was a good move in retrospect, right? But the issue is I forgot about it by the next day, and I didn't tell anybody. few days go by, and I mosey on into the living room. My mom's in there. She's watching TV, right? She's watching local news. And this story comes up about my town, about my neighborhood, right? Newscaster comes and goes, registered sex offender has just moved into this neighborhood. He'd been trying to lure kids into his car, asked them if they had seen his lost dog, right? Be on the lookout. And the second I step in the living room, I see that, and a light bulb goes off, and I go, holy fucking shit. And I turn to my mom and go, that guy hasn't found that fucking dog yet? That guy might be dumber than me. That's insane. Right? I'm